King Ryan Garcia, who is now starting to be mentored by retired, legendary, iconic Hall of Fame superstar boxer, PBE, the best ever, in Floyd Mayweather Jr.
And who would have known that the Golden Boy would take such a loss to Pretty Boy Floyd? Let's talk about that. And it looks as if Ryan Garcia is going to take his talent somewhere around Floyd Mayweather Jr. Dangerous fighter, man. But Oscar De La Hoya been losing to Floyd Mayweather Jr. for years and years and years. And what an absolutely terrible business, man, dog. If you cannot get along with your prodigy, man, your ego is wrapped up into it.
The boxing world was sent into a state of shock when young superstar Ryan Garcia announced his shocking departure from Golden Boy Promotions, a company that had nurtured his career since his early days. This decision marked a tumultuous turn in Garcia's professional journey, leaving behind a trail of bitter accusations and a strained relationship between the rising star and his former mentor, Oscar De La Hoya. Garcia's decision to join Mayweather Promotions, brainchild of boxing legend Floyd Mayweather, sent shockwaves through the boxing community.
No, I mean, Golden Boy Promotions picked that dude to get Ryan Garcia beat. And you could tell in the way that that fight went about, that dude, if you had a matchmaker that was saying, okay, what can we do to Ryan Garcia that will cause Ryan Garcia a lot of problems, and we can have an opportunity to beat Ryan Garcia.
The move was seen as a betrayal of De La Hoya, who had invested heavily in Garcia's career and had been instrumental in his rise to prominence. In the wake of this shocking development, De La Hoya unleashed a verbal barrage, exposing what he claims to be the truth behind Garcia's career. De La Hoya contends that Garcia's fights were meticulously cherry-picked, carefully selecting opponents who posed no real threat to the young fighter. The explosive accusation suggests that Garcia's victories were premeditated, orchestrated to secure easy paydays, rather than to genuinely test his skills against formidable opponents. De La Hoya's verbal assault on Ryan Garcia takes a darker turn as he paints a portrait of the young fighter as nothing more than a social media sensation who stumbled into boxing success. According to De La Hoya, Garcia's initial prowess in the ring was merely a stroke of luck for someone who happened to be good enough to be a boxer. As Garcia's bank account swelled with the spoils of his boxing career, De La Hoya claims that the young starlet succumbed to the temptations of a lavish lifestyle. The accusation is damning. Garcia, once dedicated to his craft, has now abandoned the discipline and commitment required for professional boxing. According to De La Hoya, Garcia's newfound penchant for skipping training sessions in favor of partying has become a glaring deviation from the path of a serious athlete. But everything started when boxing star Ryan Garcia and Golden Boy Promotions has reached a critical juncture as Garcia filed a motion to dismiss Golden Boy's lawsuit against him. This move, made in the U.S. District Court of Nevada, is a strategic maneuver by Garcia to contest the legal action initiated by his former promoter, Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. In his defense, Garcia argues that the contractual agreement between him and Golden Boy explicitly states that any disputes should undergo mediation before resorting to legal proceedings. This legal wrangling began when Golden Boy filed a lawsuit against Garcia on June 16, seeking to enforce the promotional contract after Garcia's legal team sent a demand letter alleging contractual breaches. Garcia's motion contends that rather than supporting their boxer, De La Hoya and Golden Boy opted for public disparagement through social media, painting a narrative of exploitation in the sport. The motion alleges that Golden Boy failed to meet its payment obligations to Garcia, breached broadcast commitments, and violated a non-disparagement provision within the contract. But Ryan has made public some lawsuits that he made against the Golden Boy Promotions. And these are some of the horrible things that the Golden Promotions did to the poor Ryan. In one of the lawsuits filed against Golden Boy Promotions, Ryan Garcia alleges that the company failed to meet its payment obligations and withheld a significant portion of his earnings from his fights. Garcia claims that he was only paid 20% of his purse, while Golden Boy absconded entrusted with the remaining 80%. This alleged financial mismanagement has had a devastating impact on Garcia's finances and has made it difficult for him to focus on his training and career. Garcia's lawsuit paints a picture of a company that is more interested in enriching its own pockets than in supporting its fighters. Golden Boy is accused of using deceptive tactics to conceal its wrongdoing and of engaging in a pattern of exploitation against its boxers. The allegations against Golden Boy are serious and could have a significant impact on the company's reputation. If the allegations are proven to be true, Golden Boy could be held liable for damages and face other legal repercussions. Garcia also alleges that Golden Boy executives and its social media team launched a concerted effort to tarnish his reputation by portraying him as an ungrateful and undeserving athlete. These malicious attacks, orchestrated on social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram, aim to undermine Garcia's credibility and alienate him from his fans and supporters. By painting him as a diva and a quitter, Golden Boy hopes to discredit his achievements and diminish his marketability. Such public disparagement is not only unethical and harmful to Garcia's career, but also violates the terms of their contract, which prohibits Golden Boy from making defamatory statements about its fighters. This violation has caused significant emotional distress to Garcia and damaged his reputation in the boxing world. Garcia's allegations against Golden Boy are not isolated incidents. Similar instances of public disparagement have been reported against other boxers under Golden Boy's management. This pattern suggests a systemic issue within the company, where it prioritizes self-promotion and reputation management over the well-being of its athletes. The allegations against Golden Boy raise serious concerns about the power imbalance between promoters and fighters. Boxers often find themselves in vulnerable positions, relying on promoters for their livelihood and career opportunities. This inherent power imbalance can make them susceptible to manipulation and abuse. And that's why, after revealing all his ongoing lawsuit and being clowned by his own team, even after his victory, Ryan decided to join Floyd Mayweather's team. In the aftermath of Ryan Garcia's victory over Oscar Duarte, boxing legends Oscar de la Hoya and Bernard Hopkins joined forces to critique Garcia's performance, specifically his use of the Philly shell. Both De La Hoya and Hopkins expressed concerns about Garcia's over-reliance on the Philly shell and his tendency to turn his back too much on his opponent. De La Hoya, who was previously Garcia's promoter at Golden Boy Promotions, expressed disappointment in Garcia's approach to the fight. He noted that Garcia's use of the Philly shell was inconsistent and that he often abandoned the technique when pressured by Duarte. De La Hoya emphasized the importance of balance and proper technique in executing the Philly shell, stating that Garcia needed to work on these aspects to effectively utilize the technique. Ryan has a lot of potential, but he needs to learn to be more patient and not try to force things. He needs to stick to his game plan and not get discouraged when he's not able to knock his opponent out early, said De La Hoya after the match. Both De La Hoya and Hopkins emphasized the importance of balance and proper technique in executing the Philly shell. He also suggested that Garcia incorporate other defensive techniques into his repertoire to avoid becoming too predictable. Garcia has acknowledged that he has room for improvement in his execution of the Philly shell. He is committed to working on the technique under the guidance of his new trainer, Floyd Mayweather. Garcia is confident in his ability to become a more complete fighter under Mayweather's tutelage. Garcia's decision to join Mayweather Promotions marked a significant turning point in his career. He embraced the opportunity to learn from one of the greatest boxers of all time, hoping to refine his skills and elevate his game to the next level. With Mayweather's guidance and the support of a new team, Garcia embarked on a journey of growth and development, aiming to fulfill his potential and achieve his ultimate goals. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button, otherwise Floyd will win against you for unanimous decision.